many people, getting ready for retirement sounds like a lot of work, but it doesn't have to be.
Fox 35's Amy Caulfield gets answers from a financial expert.
Joining us this morning is the Oracle of Orlando, Joe Bert from the Certified Financial Group. Always great to see you. Thanks for being here, Joe.
Good to be here.
And I like this because we're talking about realistic strategies for retirement. It really is about being realistic with what you have to work with, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so what do you suggest for couples that are going into retirement? It could be single people too. What are the first things that you recommend to them?
The first thing you need to do is figure out where you are with your assets.
Okay.
Now, really, what are you worth? And not including your home, because you're not going to go to the kitchen sink and turn on the faucet and get some cash flow, so to speak.
Good point.
So you want to know what assets you have to draw from that'll supplement your Social Security, and if you're fortunate enough to have a pension, minus your liabilities. You could have a lot of assets and a lot of liabilities and have zero net worth. So you want to look at what you're really worth and what you're going to be able to draw from when you retire. That's the starting point.
Okay, you talked about the house. What if you were still living in the house that you raised your family, 4 bedrooms, 4 baths, and you're thinking, gosh, we don't really need all this space anymore?
Now you're thinking smart.
Okay.
And unfortunately, you have an emotional attachment to the house, and grandma usually thinks, well, the kids are going to come back, or what if the grandkids come back, and we want to have a place for that one time a year for Christmas or Thanksgiving they come, and you have this huge house with 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, a swimming pool, you know, all the cost that goes along with it.
Right.
You really want to consider downsizing, and that's, you know, an emotional decision, but it's also an important financial decision.
Sure, because less maintenance also can make retirement more fun, right?
By all means. What you want to do is begin to reduce your expenses where you can, and a 5-bedroom house for a couple doesn't generally make sense.
That's so true. And the electric bill, too. No fun for that. Okay, this is such an important one because so many parents do this. They continue to try to subsidize their adult children's lifestyles.
Yeah. That's a mistake. I mean, they're paying the cell phone bill. You know, perhaps they pay the tuition. They're paying the insurance on the car.
Right.
They're paying for the car. You got to get the kids out of the house. You got to let them grow, because if you don't, you make them dependent. That's a tough thing to do, but you have to start early on. The way to start doing that, or when to start doing that, is really when they're in high school. Start laying the ground rules as to what you expect. If they're going to go to college and they need some help along the way, what that's going to be. But you have to set limits. Otherwise, you know, human nature is we're going to be dependent, and you make them dependent, and all of a sudden it's wrecking your retirement, and you end up living with them.
Right. Well, we don't want that to happen, right? Okay. Share and share alike. What do you mean by that?
Well, here we're talking about if your kids are living at home with you, they need to be kicking in. They need to be paying some rent. They need to be helping around the house. And it works the other way around. If, in fact, you work out a deal with your adult children, you don't need this big house, maybe you just need a place to live. If you're going to live with them, you need to be sharing as well. You need to offer to pay some rent, pay some of the expenses.
Okay. Speaking of expenses, how can seniors sort of curtail what they're spending? You've got some great examples here.
Well, what you want to look at is, first of all, entertainment. Entertainment is where a lot of the seniors spend their money, and that's why we have the early bird specials, you know, or happy hour. See a lot of seniors at the happy hour. So you want to take advantage of those kinds of things. You want to take advantage of the free concerts, the things that are available to the general public, and they're published in the newspaper every week. The thing is, you know, we spend a lot of money on this extra stuff, this good time stuff. Go to the early bird show. You know, begin to think smart about your money, especially in your retirement, because the paychecks stop. You got to figure out where it's going to come from.
All right. Don't be afraid to ask for the senior discount always, right? And you had a website you wanted to mention as well.
Yeah, that's for seniors. In fact, you can go to our website, financialgroup.com, and we'll give you some information on that.
All right, great. Joe Bert, always great. Talk to you.
You too,
Good luck with your retirement. We'll be back.